Hello, Hillary Raven Porter here, Sacred Starseed Healing. So one of the questions I get a lot from clients, gotten quite often, is what exactly is happening when you're speaking light language? So if you've been following me for a while, or this is the first video, if you've been following me for a while, then you know there's some light language that comes through. If you are just new to following me or just found this video now, then, follow along. Apparently, the light language is coming to say hello very clearly. So, what exactly is happening, or where is it coming from? So we're going to touch briefly on those two things. We're not going to go into too much about what exactly is light language and all of that stuff. I say that, but you never know, it might come out. The focus. So I speak a galactic dialect. The main dialect that you hear me speaking when I am doing videos is coming through from the sisters, the council. These are the 7 sisters, of which I am 8, and I am currently the only one incarnate. The last time we were incarnate all together, we were priestesses of Hathor. And then the time before that, we were Aztec Mayan era. And we were a combination of male bodies, mostly male bodies, but some female bodies as well. Yeah. So the galactic dialect that comes through from the sisters is understood galactically, right? It's a dialect that no matter where in the solar system, the galaxies, it is heard, it is understood. Now, when I'm in session, that's a whole nother story. Session, gatherings, one-on-ones. The sisters come through, yes. But then they also become the gatekeepers. The gatekeepers to make sure that anything else that wants to come through is of the higher frequencies of clearing tension. It's interesting. I can't even say clearing tension because something can have a clearing tension, but it's nefarious. So of the non-nefarious types, right? Of the greater good frequencies. And so that means that sometimes some of the beings that come through are very, very different. Very, very different. For example, I have one that is a shaman. They come through only for one of my clients. If that client is present, whether it be on one-on-one or gatherings or workshops or whatever. And they are very, very guttural and deep and dark, and let's just say my vocal cords get a very big workout when they come in. Because I can travel from the highest pitched to the lowest pitched to the most guttural to the softest. It really depends on what's coming through. Now, I don't call myself a channel because I'm still present. And often when you hear somebody saying I'm a channel, there's that sense, and I think this is becoming, it's shifting, but it used to be I'm a channel, I step out of the way and I just become the shell and something else comes and enters me. No, I'm still present. I might only be present 5%, I might be present 95%, but I'm still there. Accessing the wisdoms that I have gained through my life, my training, my astral travels, all of that, as well as the wisdoms of the being that is coming through. Now, what is happening, though, when I'm speaking the light language? Cool. Well, there's multiple things that are happening, and I don't mean what's happening on your end as the recipient, as the person that is hearing the light language, but what is happening, what am I doing with the light language, I guess. So there's multiple ways and things that are happening. The first being that the things that I am seeing happening within the astral planes, within the other dimensions, the words are speaking to, kind of narrating what's going on there, which then adds power and adds frequency so that as the recipient, it's enhancing it even further for you in the journey, in the healing journey, in whatever it is you're experiencing on the receiving end at that time, or whatever our intention is for that session, that gathering, however it is that we're working. Tito no masaki, koto no masaki. Maybe you're listening to our light language album. Tito no ma'uwa. Papers are going flying. Tino tsebatiko to go on Bandcamp, right? Maybe you're heading on over there and the language that you're hearing is what I was seeing while we were doing that track. Okay? So that's one. Tito de basaki. Tetu de basaki. The second thing that is happening, could be happening, is that there is something that I would like to see happen or something I need support of from my guides, from the beings that are in that session, from your guides that are in the room. And through the light language, I am offering direction and asking for like, hey, I'm up here at the head, working on the occiput, like below the skull, and creating some shifts. Can you please go down and grab onto either ankle? And I need you to do this to this point on the ankle at this time. Thank you. You know, that kind of thing. And then the third way that the light language, when it's coming through, is it's only coming through. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not asking for anything, but the light language is coming through. Regardless of how this happens, it bypasses your thinking mind. Consider if I said to you, hey, relax. Well, not in that tone. Maybe that tone would be the best. But let's say you're on the table. I'm like, okay, now it's time to relax. But let's say when you were a child, anytime you went and you were emotional and you had an adult figure say to you, oh, just relax, you're fine. There, even if on the surface you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't impact me anymore. Cellularly, by hearing the term relax, it can do the opposite to your body. So the light language bypasses the thinking mind to create shifts and changes, bypasses the associations you already have with words, the English words, or whatever language you speak words. Yeah. So, a few ways in which the light language, what it's doing and what I'm doing with it when it comes through. How it bypasses your thinking mind. And the sisters. Yeah. Okay. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you want to check out the light language album on Bandcamp, it's called X of the Matrix. It's Sacred Star Seed Sounds. But yeah, okay. I'm going to go and continue to enjoy some nature, as you can tell. I am all bundled up. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.